Hello gold farmers, welcome to another Goldenrod farming video. Today I am going to go over the medium leather shuffle. Something that I didn't mention in my light leather shuffle is you can also craft the higher tier leather. So if for light leathers are less than the amount of which a single medium leather is selling for, then you can craft those into medium leather if you have any extras, or if you found a good farming spot to farm quite a bit of the light leather. Right now it looks like I've almost got 3,000 light leather, so I could turn them into medium leather and sell it raw. I know at one point medium leather for me was selling for 75 gold a unit. I don't know why it looks like it might have dropped. But before I get into the actual shuffling part, you can use medium leather to craft some of the transmog items. I don't know which ones are actually transmog or not. I do know that the two recipes that use the Lucky Charms are both transmog items. And it looks like both of the recipes are world drops. If you don't know where to get to the Lucky Charms, then you can check out the video I have covered on my YouTube. Because the recipes don't require a lot of the Lucky Charms, you don't really have to farm those for too long. You do have to be a rogue, however, so if you don't like playing the rogue or don't have a rogue or anything, then those crafting recipes won't really be for you unless you find a friend who will farm the Lucky Charms for you. Looking through all of the recipes, I was only able to find two that are really worth crafting and disenchanting, which are the chain boots and the dark leather boots. It doesn't really matter which one you do, I believe. They are both level 15 and both have the same item level. So they should both give around the same amount of dust when you disenchant them. I don't know why I hit that lag spike. Be sure to check the price of medium leather on your server before you do this, because not every shuffle is worth doing. A lot of it just depends on the server and the prices of your dust and materials that you are wanting to try the shuffle out with. I do believe we will be getting soul dust from this shuffle, which, if it is soul dust, then I do know that on my server anyways, it sells for around 8 gold a unit. hopefully I can figure out what's causing my loading issues. I do know that about 2 or 3 months ago, my internet cable was cut, so they had to splice it back together, and my dad did it for a temporary time, and my dad's temporary fix was definitely a whole lot better than their professional fix. So I do believe that's just what the main problem is it has to do with my internet cable. I don't believe I am going to do a large shuffle because medium leather is pretty high on my server still. If I had to guess, it probably would have something to do with some of the transmog items that you can craft with medium leather. I will go ahead and try 10 of each just to see which one does better if they're not the same. I should be looking at an average of 1 to 3 dusts per disenchant though, because the item level is a little bit lower. I believe the cutoff for the amount of dust you get is around level 15 to 17. So from 10 to 15, you'll be getting roughly 1 to 3 dusts, and from 15 to 17, you'll be getting on average 2 dusts per disenchant, and then when you reach 17 to 19, you should be getting around 2 to 5. And that's not accurate for everything. I know Mage Weave is a big one for that. Same with Dream Dust, and I want to say Strange Dust. I'm not sure about Soul Dust though. Because the other dusts are like that though, I'd have to assume that it would be the same. If you'd like to know where I farmed my medium leather for this, I already had some on my mage, but I got it from the Welling Caverns. I'd ended up getting, it looks like 5.5 stacks of medium leather. I've done probably close to 5 lockouts though, so it's not great for medium leather. There is a instant respawn location in the Southern Barns that I have covered on my channel. The raptors spawn, they're a force spawn, so there should always be one up. I've not tried that farm in a group yet, but I like it for medium and heavy leather. It is, I believe, right here. it's not there, then it's up here a little bit higher. It actually might be right there. I could have swore I farmed that location on my hunter, but because that part of the map isn't filled out, it doesn't look like I did. Because the chain boots look like they are going to take a little bit longer, I'm not going to craft too many of those. If you do shuffles that require you to use more than one character, then I recommend that you craft all of the gear or item that you are willing to send over to another character, just because it makes it a lot easier and you're not going back and forth a whole lot. There was one shuffle that I did where I ended up crafting a bunch of one item. I don't remember what it was. I want to say it was probably a jewel crafting shuffle where I crafted rings or necklaces and sent them over to my enchanter. I ended up having my mailbox full for a while until I disenchanted everything. It does take a while, but it makes it a little bit nicer knowing that you don't have to craft all your items after you finish emptying out your mailbox. I do think I plan on doing things a little bit different right now. The person who is making my thumbnails, I am creating a list of the locations and stuff that I will be covering. But I think instead of covering vanilla content, I might switch it up and start with Draenor content. I really enjoy the amount of gold that I can get from there. But the reason why I haven't been covering it a whole lot is because I've not been able to use my Hearthstone. I did look for the portal in Stormwind and I couldn't find it, so I'm going to try again probably here soon. If that doesn't work, then I will go through the process of what I need to do to fix my Hearthstone. Basically, it's just a corruption in my files, so I need to fix that. I also plan on going through my guild bank and getting rid of all the transmog I have in there, so that way I can start rebuilding my inventory back up, so that way I can show you guys a bit more of how my gold making works. I don't really post stuff as soon as I get it or after an hourly farm. I usually always send everything over to this character. And then after I feel like I can make quite a bit of gold, or if I just get impatient, I'll post everything. Sometimes I will even wait until I have the bank mostly full. But the expansions that I've made the most gold off of would be Cataclysm for sure. That one is probably my favorite farming location by far, or expansion. There's a ton of materials, mostly because of the volatiles that still have a large profit today, and I've just made quite a bit of gold from them. Draenor is also a really good one, and so is the Burning Crusade. So it looks like we are getting strange dust still. It looks like the best part of the medium leather shuffle would be that you get the greater magic essences instead of the lesser. The greater magic essence has an average item value of about 17 gold. And strange dust, it looks like you get an average of 2 strange dust per item, which isn't too bad if you are really looking to get strange dust or make money from strange dust. I would recommend that you do the linen cloth or light leather shuffle. They would be a bit more valuable. And it looks like there's people trying to control the market for strange dust right now, so I can't really give an accurate amount of gold. But because of the greater essences, I would say that you can make probably pretty close to 10k an hour with the medium leather shuffle, as long as you had the amount of materials necessary. I believe that is all for this guide. I'm going to show you guys the start of my bank really quick. That's basically all I have right now. all my other tabs are full of stuff I need to get rid of. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.